Hello class, what's up, is Raj here. So today we are discussing about the class 10 science chapter 6 control and coordinations. So in this chapter this is the important questions, okay, and it is extracted from your NCERT book, National Council of Education Research and Training Program. After that, first question class, what is control and coordination? So control and coordination help organism respond to changes in their environment, first of all. Second, it ensures the proper functioning of the different body part. This is the second. Number third, in animals it is carried out by the nervous system and hormones. Okay, and in a plants it is controlled by the plant hormones. So these all are come under it. After that, what is a neuron? What do you mean by the neuron? Neuron is the structural and functional unit of the nervous system, first of all. Second, it receives and transmits messages in the form of electric impulses. So it receives and transmits the message in the form of electric impulses, and it consists of dendrites, cell body and axon. The thrice come under in it. After that, what is a synapse? So synapse is the gap between the two neurons, okay, one neurons and the one neurons, okay, there is a gap between them, that is known as synapse, and chemical substances transmits impulses across the synapse, okay. And the third one, it helps in communication between the nerve cells. So it helps in communication between the nerve cells that come under in it. After that, what is a reflex action? So reflex action is the quick and automatic response to a stimulus, first of all. Second, it occurs without conscious thinking, okay, it happens because it occurs without the conscious thinking, including other. After that, example, pulling the hand away from a hot object, okay, pulling the hand away from the hot object, that is example of the reflex action, also including it. After that, what is the reflex arc? If you're talking about the reflex arc, is the pathway followed by the nerve impulses during the reflex action. So reflex arc is the pathway followed by the nerve impulses during the reflex action, including other, and it connects receptor, sensory neurons, spinal cord, motor neuron and effector. So it all come under an it. After that, it helps in a quick responses, that's it. So reflex arc also helps in the quick responses. What type of responses? For example, this type of object, if you're touching the object, that is sometimes you hit a foot, so hand it automatically back down. So these things are come under in it. After that, differentiate between the reflex action and the walking. What is the difference between the reflex action and the walking? That is a very simple class. So if you're talking about the reflex action, that is automatic and automatic and involuntary, okay, and walking, that is voluntary action, because if you give control in it, you can walk, you cannot be walk. But reflex action, it's automatic and involuntary. So reflex action controlled by the spinal cords, okay, and in a walking controlled by the brain. So reflex action very fast response, including out there. In the walking, comparatively slow as compared to the reflex action. Next, what are the main parts of the human brain? If you're talking about, first, forebrain, second, midbrain, third, hindbrain, fourth, no brain. I'm just joking, okay. So these are the main parts of the human brain: forebrain, midbrain and hindbrain, okay. Function of forebrain, if what is the function of forebrain? So forebrain is main thinking center, first of all, receive sensory information, okay, control voluntary actions, number 4, helps in decision making. So these all are come under the function of forebrain. Next, function of midbrain, controls involuntary actions, relay messages between the forebrain and hindbrain, okay. So this is passing messages, relay messages between the forebrain and hindbrain, including out there, that's it. After that, function of hindbrain, control breathing and the heartbeat, okay, if you're talking about the function of hindbrain. Second, maintains posture and the balance. So that is the work of the hindbrain that maintain the posture and balance. Number third include cerebellum and medulla. Both are including out there. If you're talking about the cerebellum, if you're talking about the medulla, so both are come under in it. After that, which part maintains the posture and balance? If you're talking about the posture and balance, cerebellum maintains posture, balance and precision of the movement. What types of movement you are doing, that is the precise or not, that depend upon the you know cerebellum. Okay, next, how the brain is protected. Brain is enclosed inside the skull. Okay, it is surrounded by the protective fluid. Okay, so first of all, brain is included inside the skull, first of all. Second, it is surrounded by the protective fluid, and this fluid absorbs shocks and prevent injury. Okay, so it's also function that the fluid absorbs the shocks and prevents injury in it. After that, how does nervous tissue cause action? So nerve impulses reach muscle cells. First of all, nerve impulses reach muscle cells. Second, muscle protein change shape. Okay, if you're talking about the muscle protein that change shape. Number third, muscles contract and produce movement. Okay, if you're talking about the muscle contract and produce movement, that come under in it. After that, plant coordination. So first question around the plant coordination class, how do plants respond to stimuli? So plant respond through growth, movement and hormonal control, both including are there. First of all, the growth movement, and second is hormonal control, both including are there. They do not have nerves or muscles. Plant do not have nerves or muscles that we have. So as compared to the plants hormone regulate responses. These functions are driven by the plant hormone that regulate the responses including out there. After that, what is tropism? So tropism is the directional growth movement in response to a stimulus. If you're talking about the tropism, it is a directional growth movement in response to a stimulus. It may be towards or away from the stimulus. Both things are including are there. First of all, it may be towards or away from the stimulus. Next, what is phototropism? If you're talking about the phototropism, growth movement in response to light, that is known as phototropism. First. Second, shoots bend towards light. Okay, shoots are bending towards the light. Number third, roots grow away from light. If you're talking about the roots that grow away from the light. And after that, what is geotropism? So in the geotropism, growth movement in response to gravity, that is known as geotropism. And roots grow downward. If your roots grow the downward, that is known as geotropism. And the shoots grow upward. Shoots are growing upward, that is also come under in the geotropism. And what is hydrotropism? If you're talking about the hydrotropism, growth movement of plant parts towards the water. If you're talking about the growth movement of plant part towards the water, that is known as hydrotropism. Okay, next, what is chemotropism? So growth movement in response to chemicals, that is known as chemotropism. Okay, example is very clear class, growth of pollen tube towards the ovule, that come under in the chemotropism. Okay, next, what are the plant hormones? If you're talking about the plant hormones, chemical substance that control growth and development in plants, that is known as plants hormone. And what is the function of it? They coordinate responses to environment stimuli, first of all. Next, function of auxin. If you're talking about the auxin, promotes cell elongation, first of all. Second, helps in phototropism. Second. Number third, causes bending of shoots towards the light. Okay, this is the third, and the function of auxin including other. After that, function of gibberellins, promote stem growth, first of all, stem growth. Number second, increase plant height. So both are the growth responses due to the function of the gibberellin. So promote stem growth come under in the gibberellin, and increase plant height, that is also come under in the gibberellin. What is the function of cytokinins? So promote cell division first of all, and number second, help growth of fruits and seeds, that come under in the cytokinins class. Okay. Next, function of abscisic acid ABA. So inhibit growth. Second, causing wilting and dormancy. Okay, wilting and dormancy. Hormones in animals. What are hormones? So hormones are the chemical messenger first of all. Second, they are secreted by the endocrine glands. They regulate the body functions. Okay, that's it. And what is the endocrine system? A system of glands that secrete hormones directly into the blood. So there is no via there. So a system of gland that secrete hormone directly into the blood, that is known as endocrine system, and it controls growth, metabolism and reproduction. So these three things come under in it. Okay. First, a system of glands that secrete hormones directly into the blood. First. Second, control growth, metabolism and reproductions. Okay. Next, what is adrenaline and its function? So adrenaline is secreted by the adrenal glands. Okay. If you're talking about the adrenaline, that is secreted by the adrenal gland first of all. Second, increases heartbeat and breathing rate. Both things are come under it. First of all, increasing the heart rate and breathing rate, both including are there. If you're talking about the adrenaline, so this is also including the function including are there. And first, adrenaline is secreted by the adrenal glands. After that, prepare the body for emergency situation. So it helps the body for the emergency situation. Next, what is thyroxine? So hormone secreted by the thyroid gland, that is known as thyroxine. Okay, this is the main function of the thyroxine. The hormone secreted by the thyroid gland regulates metabolism and growth. So both are including are there. Regulates metabolism and growth. Next, require iodine for synthesis. If you're talking about thyroxine that require iodine for synthesis. So this is very important, thyroxine. So I repeated again these things. Okay, hormone secreted by the thyroid gland, that is known as thyroxine, and regulates metabolism and growth. Metabolism and growth both including are there. Requires iodine for synthesis. Without the iodine it can't be synthesized. Okay. Next, why is iodized salt necessary? So it provides iodine first of all. Second, iodine help in the production of the thyroxine. Number third, prevents coronary diseases. You know that there is a large part become larger, lack of iodine, that is known as goitry. In Hindi we call ghenga. So this will be happening. And what is the insulin class? If we are talking about the insulin, hormone secreted by the pancreas first of all. Second, controls blood sugar level. So if we are talking about the insulin, that control the blood sugar level, that come under in the insulin. Okay, hormone secreted by the pancreas first of all. Second, controls blood sugar level. Second, number third, deficiency causes diabetes. So these three things come under in. After that, what is growth hormone? Secreted by pituitary gland first of all. Second, control growth and development. Number third, deficiency causes dwarfism. Okay, first, secreted by pituitary gland first. Second, control growth and development. Okay, third, deficiency causing dwarfism. And what are the sex hormones? So testosterone in males first of all. Number second, estrogen in females. Okay. Number third, responsible for changes during puberty. Okay. So what are changes during puberty? So sex hormone also including are there. First of all, testosterone in male and estrogen in females. Okay. Responsible for changes during puberty. So NCERT exercise. So plant hormone cytokinin, gap between two neurons, that is known as synapse. Brain is responsible for all the above. Function of receptor, detect stimuli and send information to the nervous system. A spinal cord injury affect reflex action, communication between brain and body. Need for control and coordination to maintain body function and response to environmental change. Difference between the involuntary reflex action. So involuntary action occur automatically, that is heartbeat, and reflex action are immediate response to stimuli, hand withdrawal. Okay. Difference between nervous and hormonal control. So fast This is slow electric impulses, chemical hormones, short duration, long duration, through neurons, through blood. So these are the important keywords remind in a mind. So these all are including are there, and also we are discussing about it. So thank you so much guys. Please like, subscribe, share my channel how much you can. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.